Good day, my little robins, it's me Beth. Another week has passed, which means you get another video from, well, me here on this channel. If you haven't already read the title, 2019 is coming to an end, which means I'm bringing you guys another Spotify Wrapped. For those of you who don't know, Spotify is pretty much the main site I use to stream music on my computer, on my phone. And throughout the year, they pretty much accumulate, your top songs, your top artists, the albums you listen to the most, and then they wrap it up in a nice little bundle, yet sometimes frustrating bundle at the end of the year. It's like a little Christmas present from Spotify. It's pretty self-explanatory. Before we begin, if you want to support me and the channel, you can by clicking like. You can tap subscribe because, well, nothing's stopping you, and hit that bell, to be notified of when I upload on this channel. Let's just dive straight into this Spotify Wrapped 2019. Okay, so we start off with, in 2019, your sound changed with the seasons. So winter, I was listening to Amaranth, Escape the Fate, Hollywood Undead, Escape the Fate again. I have a feeling they're going to be a top artist. Moving on, spring! Lovely spring. We have Visions of Atlantis, we have Rammstein, we have Poets of the Fall and Camelot. I saw Visions of Atlantis in spring, I also saw Camelot in spring, I was listening to them a lot. Yes, this is already a winner chicken dinner. Let's see, what next season? Summer? Okay, Visions of Atlantis. They released an album. Yes, they did. Summer. Also, we have Poets of the Fall, Love My Boys, and Amaranth. I have a feeling it's going to be a very European-based list. Fall. Oh look, Poets of the Fall, The Rasmus, Hollywood Undead, and Ghost. I saw Poets of the Fall, like at the start of December. I've seen The Rasmus. I haven't seen Ghost, but love that album. And Hollywood Undead. Okay, moving on. Our lucky artist was your... One lucky artist was your number one. My number one most listened to artist is Poets of the Fall. Okay, so it said my favourite song was My Dark Disquiet, and I spent like 29 hours, I believe, listening to them. That doesn't sound like a lot, but pre-going to see them live, I binged the hell out of their discography. My Dark Disquiet, I have reacted to it on the channel. You can check out my reaction on my Poets of the Fall playlist. I absolutely loved it. Oh, Poets. My boys. I don't think they've ever made a rap, so I'm happy. Moving on. Let's see, top artists. My number 2 was Hollywood Undead. Number 3 was Amaranth. Number 4 was Camelot. And number 5 was Visions of Atlantis. So pretty much Visions of Atlantis, symphonic metal, Camelot, power metal, Amaranth, they're just a mixture of every single metal genre thrown into one. And my boys, Hollywood Undead, they released a few new songs in 2018. I saw them live for the second time. They are just my go-to. If I'm feeling down, I go to Hollywood Undead. Moving on, let's see what else Spotify's got for me. World Citizen. When it comes to your music, borders disappear. You listen to artists from 32 countries. From Finland, I listen to The Rasmus. I'm happy. I've listened to a lot of bands from Finland this year, so I'm happy with The Rasmus. Who else have we got? In Flames from Sweden, I saw them live in April. Who else? Rammstein from Germany. They went and released that really good album, and Deutschland is an anthem I can't get out of my head. Queen, the United Kingdom, going a little old school. I went through a Queen phase this year where I was just playing their essentials in the background when I was writing. Yes, Queen. Yes, and Panic at the Disco in America. Yeah, for any band in America, I did listen to a lot of Panic at the Disco this year. And then back to Finland. 32 countries. I am proud. They were mainly European countries, so that's where I win on that. Moving on to the next one. Let's see what they've given me. You are genre fluid. You refuse to let one sound define you. Okay, so these were my top genres of the year. Movie tunes. I listen to a lot of soundtracks, but they've never actually made it into a Spotify Wrapped, so I'm happy. Metalcore, yes. Gothic metal, alternative metal, and post-teen pop. I don't know what post-teen pop means, but I'll take it. Gothic metal, I have a feeling like all my symphonic power metal bands kind of maybe fall into that genre on Spotify. Gothic metal for me is Beyond the Black, like hands down. Alternative metal I think has always been up there as one of my highest, because I think sometimes you get music sites that don't really know how to categorise certain bands, so yeah, I'm happy. Moving on. Very happy. Okay, they've given me my top songs playlist of the year. Oh, that's interesting, I like this. But I'll check it out later. Thanks. Thanks for being yeah, I joined in 2016. In perfect harmony, you discovered 74 new artists this year alone, but you really vibed with Visions of Atlantis. You explored 29 of their songs, listened to 3 of their albums, and spent over 13 hours with them. I have actually been a fan of Visions of Atlantis, you know, pre-2019, but I only really, I would say, got into them when, you know, they brought in their 2 new vocalists, which was towards the end of 2018, going into 2019. It was like their first album with like both the new artists, so I am happy with that. Visions of Atlantis, they are amazing live. I just love their harmonies, they're so melodic. I'm surprised I only spent 13 hours with them, but I'm moving on. Okay, and since we've been together, okay, since 2013, why stop there? The 2010s wouldn't have been the same without you. Then why did it just say 2016 in a previous slide? Maybe I've had it since 2013, since uni, when they had the student offer. I don't know actually, that's like a 3-year difference. Come on Spotify. Let's see, I think this is the decade one. People were saying that they've added some songs from like your decade on Spotify. This is going to make me feel old. 2013, I was 19 years old in university. Let's see what I listened to, shall we? Okay, you spent some serious quality time together. Okay, these are listens. So in 2019, I listened to 13,767 minutes. In 2018, I listened to 17,000. 2017, I listened to 15,747, and in 2016, 9,417. Again, it's saying 2016. It says here we've been together since 2016, but you literally just said 2013. Spotify, what are you trying to get at? You trying to say, you trying to like miss out 3 years of my age? Are you trying to say I'm actually 22? I'm happy with that. Moving on, let's see what else they've done for this decade. The music that defined your decade, okay. 2016, my top song was Summer Wine, which was Vil from him and I actually don't know her last name, Natalie Avery or Natalie someone. It's kind of a creepy romantic song, which I believe he did for a film. I loved it. My top artist of 2016 was Hollywood Undead. Shock horror, love those boys. 2017, my top song was The Phantom of the Opera, which was by Nightwish. They did a cover of it. Phantom of the Opera is my favourite musical of all time, so any band that covers my favourite musical, you're going to get up there. And 2017, my top artist was Hollywood Undead. These boys. I think it's purely because each year I go back to Swan Songs, which was their debut album, and I listen to it in full because I want to relive my like 2009. Oh look, 2018. My top song was We Got Love by Jessica Malby. That was the Australian Eurovision entry. Love me some Eurovision. And top artist, Hollywood Undead. We should really turn this into a video that every time Spotify recommends me Hollywood Undead, we take a shot, be very drunk. 2019! Shock horror! Hollywood Undead did not make my top artist. My top artist was Poets of the Fall, And my top song was My Dark Disquiet. It's my favourite song off the Ultraviolet album. When they performed it live, when I saw them, like, it was so hard for me not to shed a tear because it was perfect. Oh, I'm actually really happy with this. Hollywood Undead. I should say thanks to Hollywood Undead. I mean, they've been with me since 2016/2013. Maybe. I'm trying to still figure out the 2013-2016 thing that, you know, Spotify have got going on. I might have had it in uni, but I didn't use it. And I probably used it more post-graduation, so yeah. Aw, I'm happy. They're gonna give me anything else? Let's see. Your artist of the decade is Hollywood Undead Boy. Yeah. This is a pretty big deal. Yes, it is a pretty big deal. I love these guys. I cannot, like, praise this band high enough. So I'm happy that they were my artist of the decade. Yes. What else are you going to give me, or is that it? Okay, we've been so lucky to share this time with you, so it pretty much just gives me my picture of my, you know, my 2019 Wrapped and my decade Wrapped. Let's see. So, yeah, top artists. Top songs. My Dark Disquiet from Poets of the Fall. Carnival of Rust, Poets of the Fall. Angel, Poets of the Fall. Days, Poets of the Fall. Heroes of the Dawn, Visions of Atlantis. Oh my god, maybe Poets of the Fall is alternative metal. That's why I got them. Oh my god, I love that so much. Yes, Poets of the Fall for the win. Let's go over to my decade. Top artist, yeah, Hollywood Undead, Amaranth, Camelot, Crown the Empire, and Poets of the Fall. I'm happy Crown the Empire made it in there. I was really big into them back in 2016. Okay, yeah, top songs, Phantom of the Opera, Summer Wine, Bad Girls Club by Falling in Reverse, Bittersweet by Apocalyptica featuring Vil and Laurie from the Rasmussen Hymn, and Draconian Love by Avantasia, or Avantasia. Again, alternative metal, and my artist was Hollywood Undead. Oh, I actually really liked this Spotify Wrapped. It was quite nice seeing, you know, the 2019 and then like the previous years. Wow, I really was a big Poets of the Fall fan this year, so what can I say? If you guys, you know, have Spotify, I highly recommend you check out your Spotify Wrapped. It'll throw up a few surprises, it'll throw up a few frustrations. I'm actually really happy with what they gave me. In the previous one I've done, I haven't been that happy, but at least this year, you know, there was no Little Mix. For once, Little Mix did not dominate my Spotify Wrapped. In the comments below, I'd love to know some of your guys' favourite songs, your favourite artists, you know, your favourite albums of 2019, you know, some of your favourite bands, artists, albums, like gigs of like the whole decade since 2019 is coming to an end and we're rolling into 2020. Oh god, another year older. Oh, my heart can't take it. I'm going to be 26 in 2020. I'm still going to be listening to Spotify. Yeah, so comments is the place to go to start a conversation. I know quite a few of you have opinions, and I do love some of your opinions. You know, let's just end this video before I go off on a tangent. It's probably already been really long. If you want to support me and the channel in the future, you can by clicking like to show me some love. You can click down here to subscribe to the channel because, well, nothing's stopping you and I do try and upload weekly. You can check out my last two videos or playlists right here depending on what mood I'm in when I'm editing this. Like my sign says, keep listening to good music. Spotify 2019 and this last decade has had some great music. I'm Beth. Goodbye.